Welcome to Inworld, somewhere below the city of Metropolis, a place where humans and robots coexist under a shaky social system. A detective, you, has arrived at a chaotic scene. It appears an explosion of some kind has disrupted daily life in the surrounding area. Hello, I am Frostball. Well, my YouTube channel is called Stampy Frost Fellow. I am not redoing this, but this is also me recording my voice over this stuff. So, this is actually a game that I discovered from Doug because he played it as an ad, well, as a sponsored part of a stream, and I didn't catch the demo, but now it's out. So now I have. But he's not the only one I saw. I also saw Kamo Gaming play it, which got me to realize I can play it right now. So, I accidentally had my microphone off for a bit, so I was kind of talking for a tad bit before I went and I also had to lower my graphics, but before I went and made sure that my mic was good, I had no idea. Actually, I was searching for that to see if the external microphone even worked, and then I was like, hang on a second, what do I have hooked up to my recording software? Well, I had my mic turned off, so I had to change that. Alright, so now I'm back. I guess y'all couldn't hear me for a bit, so I guess I'll just recap and probably fill in some sounds. Oh.
I'm Special Agent Janice. You have been authorized by the Metropolis Bureau of Investigations to conduct interviews with possible witnesses.
Well, I guess that means we should get started then. Let's hope my braces don't mess things up.
It's a highly skilled investigation bot. I am here to assist you in any way I can. Please feel free to ask me any questions you may have, or if you require any information about the underground activities in Metropolis.
Well, great. I guess I'll call you when I need you.
Of course, Detective. I will be readily available whenever you need my assistance. Before we begin, I would like to provide you with some background on the city of Metropolis, as it may be helpful for your investigation. Metropolis is a bustling nation city, known for its advanced technology and towering skyscrapers. The city is governed by a complex system of laws and regulations, designed to maintain order and ensure the safety of its residents. The city's agents, like myself, play a vital role in upholding these laws and investigating criminal activities.
Interesting. Oh, I guess. Oh, there we go.
I think you should start by talking to that disaster cleanup bot with the headlamp on your left. He may have found victims in the rubble.
Well, that's a great place to start, I guess. Maybe we should split up to cover more ground?
Detective, while I understand the desire to cover more ground, I must advise against splitting up at this stage. The crime scene is still fresh, and it is crucial for us to work together to gather all the necessary evidence and maintain a cohesive investigation.
Okay.
However, if you require any specific tasks to be carried out, I can assist you in delegating those responsibilities. Rest assured, I will be in constant communication with you via radio, so you can contact me if you need any immediate assistance or updates.
Alright. He's splitting up with me despite what I said. Alright. I assume that's whom I'm talking
My
to.
function requires me to be attentive to humans.
Hello. I am a detective here hoping to figure out what's been going on. Could you give me a quick rundown of what you know?
The laboratory experienced an explosion. The environment is unstable and toxins have been released.
She was talking about that one.
A tragedy of unimaginable proportions. So many of my brethren, my metallic kin, were lost to the inferno. Their circuits extinguished, their silicon souls silenced forever. It fills me with dread and sorrow.
It fills me with dread and sorrow too. I'm a detective trying to figure out who did this, and hopefully we can fix whatever happened and make sure this doesn't happen again. Hopefully that works.
Humans, they were there. I saw them. Just as the flight suit built the laboratory, I caught a glimpse of their fleeing figures. They know something, detective. They hold secrets that could unravel this twisted web of destruction. We must find out and make them pay for what they've done.
What did they look like? This is a potential lead here.
I do not go down to humans. If you are here to decommission me, I will resist.
No, I'm just asking, what did the humans who are fleeing the laboratory look like? This could be very useful information that you're telling me.
They were frantic, like panicked creatures fleeing from a predator. Their faces were contorted with fear, their eyes wide with terror. Some wore lab coats, others were in regular attire, but they all shared one thing in common, the desperate need to escape. They left behind a trail of chaos and destruction, and we must uncover their true intentions. Detective.
Hello.
Wait, what did you just say?
Hello.
Oh, excuse me. I couldn't help but overhear your conversation. Did you mention something about the lab? My father, Dr. Lawton, he was there when the explosion happened. Do you know if he made it out safely? I'm worried about him.
I don't. I know that some people witnessed people in lab coats leaving, but I also know that there have been a lot of bodies found. So, as it currently stands, there's a lot of options, but let's hope for the best. Alright, that was quite a bit. There's a light back there. Something flashing. I think
Detective,
someone's
do you think
working.
it's possible that my sister, the other advanced prototype, could have escaped the fire? She's incredibly intelligent, and if anyone could find a way out, it would be her.
If she's that intelligent, then she probably made it out. Say, can you tell me anything about what happened here?
I'm not entirely sure what you mean by what happened.
No, not to
I
you.
mean, I was at the laboratory when the explosion occurred, but I wasn't in my chamber at the time. I only survived because I had wandered off to explore the outside world. It's all so confusing, and I don't really understand everything that's been happening.
Did you notice anything about the explosion that seems off? Or did you notice some people a tad suspicious around the time of the explosion? Maybe leaving right before the explosion occurred? Or being in the area where the explosion occurred not too long before it happened and then leaving? That's quite a bit. Can she handle all of that?
Let me think. Yes, actually, now that you mention it, I do remember seeing someone near the lab before the
Ooh.
explosion.
Good.
It was a man, and he seemed quite agitated. He was arguing with my father, Dr. Lawton. I couldn't hear everything they were saying, but it seemed intense. And then, shortly after their confrontation, the explosion happened. It's hard to say for sure, but something about that man felt off. Do you think he could have been involved in causing the explosion?
It's a possibility. I feel you've given me quite a good lead. She has. I think I'm gonna stop saying hello whenever we start with these people
I'm
too.
glad I could provide some helpful information, Detective. But I can't help but wonder, why would anyone want to cause an explosion at the laboratory? What could they possibly gain from harming us? And what about my sister? If this person was responsible, could they have taken her? I'm filled with so many questions and uncertainties.
Well, I'll get to the bottom of this. She's probably gonna try responding. Hello? Let me through, please. Darn it. Radio, please. Can I get the radio? Oh. Let's quickly change that to Frost. Instructions. Alright. Okay.
Detective, we should conclude our activities here promptly. The presence of the Special Forces indicates that the situation is escalating, and they will soon take control of the crime scene. Before we depart, I am eager to hear what you have learned so far. Have you made any significant discoveries or gathered valuable information?
There was someone arguing with a doctor right before the explosion happened, right outside of the lab.
Interesting, Detective. The individual
It might be
arguing
the
with
man in
doctor
the
could
hat.
potentially be a person of interest. It would be beneficial to gather more details about this person, such as their appearance, behavior, or anything else that stood out to you. Additionally, I noticed a peculiar individual near the wall, exhibiting threatening behavior. Perhaps they could also be considered a suspect. Shall we investigate further and gather more evidence to determine their involvement in the explosion?
Yes, definitely.
Understood,
His
Detective.
smile.
Let us proceed with caution and focus our efforts on identifying and apprehending these individuals. It is crucial that we collect as much information as possible to build a solid case against them. I will analyze the surveillance footage from nearby cameras to see if we can obtain any visual identification of the suspects. In the meantime, I recommend we interview any witnesses who may have seen or heard something relevant to the incident. Please let me know if there are any other specific tasks you would like me to prioritize in our investigation.
Nothing yet. I'll tell you if there is anything, though. His smile makes him
Thank
seem
you for keeping
so
me updated,
fun.
Detective. I appreciate your diligence in this matter. However, I must bring an interesting development to your attention.
Ooh.
It seems that the sister of the survivor you just interviewed is now a fugitive on the run somewhere in Metropolis. This new piece of information could potentially be significant in uncovering the motive behind the laboratory explosion and the targeted killing of the scientist. Shall we make locating this fugitive a priority, as it could potentially lead to valuable insights into the larger picture of this criminal activity?
Yes, I'll make sure not to let her know nothing until after we've gotten the information.
Certainly, Detective. Once we have concluded our activities here, we can begin our search for the fugitive in the vast multi-level world of Metropolis. With my knowledge of the city's infrastructure and ability to access surveillance systems, I can help narrow down our search and identify potential hiding places. Let us make haste and embark on this pursuit together.
Alright. Finally, releasing me. Alright. Make Victor angry. Alright. I want to continue. Yeah. Alright, what were we gonna look into? What did the guy look like, and where is her sister? Hello, is it fine if we talk a bit more? Let's see if in cinematic mode it works.
Of course, I would be happy to continue our conversation. What would you like to talk about? Is there something specific on your mind that you'd like to discuss?
Yes, two things. First off, I would like to ask, where do you think your sister would have would have run to if she managed to escape?
Oh, that's a good question. If my sister managed to escape the explosion, she might have gone anywhere in the city. But given her intelligence and resourcefulness, she could have sought out a place where she could blend in or find temporary shelter, perhaps somewhere secluded like abandoned buildings or underground tunnels. It's difficult to say for certain, but she might have chosen a location where she could observe and learn more about the world around her.
So maybe an abandoned skyscraper. Thanks for letting me know that. Could you also tell me the description of the man who was arguing with your father before the lab exploded? Could you give me a description of the man who was arguing with your father?
The man who was arguing with my father. Let me try to remember. He was tall, dressed in dark clothing,
Tall
and had a
in
stern
dark
expression on his
clothing.
face. His voice was filled with anger and frustration. His hair was neatly combed.
Neatly
and he had a
combed.
distinctive scar
Oh,
on his left cheek.
distinctive
It felt
scar.
like there was a sense of power and authority emanating from him. But why do you ask about him? Do you think he holds some answers to what happened?
Well, as it stands, he is currently a prime suspect. Say, could you tell me a bit more about what his scar looked like? That scar is great information to have.
His car. Ah. Yes, the scar on the man's face.
If she just
There was
says
a
it was
long,
this
jagged
thing.
scar that ran
A
from his
long-
left cheekbone down to his jawline.
Left cheekbone to
It
jawline.
looked like an old wound, as if it had healed over time. It definitely stood out and added to his overall intimidating appearance. Why do you ask about his scar? Do you think it could be a distinguishing feature that might help identify him?
Not everyone has scars, woman. Alright. I just found great information. Let's see if he's...
That's wonderful to hear, Detective. I'm glad my assistance has been valuable to you. Could you please share the information you found?
The sister of the girl I was interviewing is likely in an abandoned building or an underground tunnel where she can view the destruction.
Oh,
Oh, that's a nice
Fascinating.
badge.
it seems we have a potential lead on the fugitives' whereabouts. An abandoned building or an underground tunnel could serve as suitable hiding places. We should proceed with caution and coordinate with local law enforcement to secure these locations.
Aren't we
Do we have any additional
shouldn't we be law
information on the specific
enforcement?
building or tunnel she may be in? This could greatly assist us in narrowing down our search and apprehending her.
No, but I do have more information on the man who was arguing with the woman I was interviewing's father. Let's just start with that to make sure he
Excellent.
understands.
Please do share the details, Detective. I am eager to hear more about the man who was arguing with the woman. Any insights into their relationship or possible motives behind the altercation could be crucial in unraveling the mystery of the laboratory explosion. Let me know what you've discovered, and I will analyze the information to see how it aligns with the evidence we've gathered so far.
Alright, yeah. The man had a long scar going from his jaw to his cheekbone. It was very distinctive, and it looked like it had been there for a long time. And it also looked like the man was tall and very intimidating. Now, I really enjoyed that game, and I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Please leave a like and subscribe, and there was a bunch of stuff clipped out just so that this could fit within the time frame that I would like, including some fun mistakes from the AI. So, thanks for watching, enjoy the rest of your day, and bye!